On today's episode of The Real Estate Ride, we were guests on Julie Houston's podcast, and we had the chance to be interviewed by her for a powerful conversation about vision, resilience, and building a business that aligns with your life. We got deep into how we rebuilt from rock bottom, literally losing everything to creating a real estate business that's helped us take back control of our time, finances, and future. We talked about how we use creative financing to start with almost nothing, how we teach our kids to invest, and how our coaching students are landing deals in under 90 days. This episode is packed with mindset shifts, strategies, and real talk. Hope you enjoy.
Hey everyone, it's Julie Houston, the founder of Follow Wallet Media, and I'm with my host Melanie today, and I am actually extremely excited about our guests today. We have Jay and Annie Adkins on our show. I'm so excited. Welcome to the show. I'm so excited to have you back here.
We are ready.
It's been a minute. So
I
thanks for having
know.
us.
We met a few years back, and
Yeah.
I know a lot has happened in your business since you've started it in the last few years. But why don't you give our viewers a little bit of background?
Okay.
Yeah, thanks for having us today. And well, to give a little background, I had a W-2 job about a little over 20 years ago as a bartender and managing a scotch and cigar bar and serving up those drinks and those cigars. Right. And so Annie was working at a retail family video similar to a smaller Blockbuster.
That dates us, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yowza.
So we bought our first house in
2000.
2000. Yeah. Yeah. 23 years ago now. And then our family started growing and we decided that we wanted to buy a bigger house. We wanted our kids to have their own bedroom. And so we went to a bank, of course, and got approved. And we were able to afford 2 homes at once. And I wanted to keep our original house. We shopped for quite a while, found that after viewing 60 houses.
Our poor real estate agent. She was.
I think she hated us.
She secretly cussed us behind our back.
I would have to say, yes, you're right. She did.
Oh, yes. So when we called her and said, hey, the house that Jay grew up in came up for sale, she was like, oh, hallelujah.
Thank God they found one finally.
So we bought it and we did a bunch of work to it, finished the basement. We were pretty handy at that time. And so we bought a second house and kept that one, rented it out. And that is when we became real estate investors. We got that first rent check, right?
Yes, 23.
Yeah, over $300 in cash flow.
Wow.
And
Jay was hooked.
yeah, I was hooked instantly. I'm like, oh my God, these guys are going to pay our house off.
It's
And we're
amazing, right? It's amazing
Yeah.
what creative investing can do for you and what you
Yeah.
associate with the seller.
Right?
Yeah, and I had no interest in real estate investing until I got that first rent check. And I was like, oh.
I like Annie just like, I think I'm into this more than the home video making or
Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah, so instantly I was like, let's do it again, right? So we
Yeah.
went back to the bank.
And they said, no, I'm
And
sorry.
they're like, no. You
Yeah.
can't buy.
in the day when you used to be able to buy a house on a credit card.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Pretty much. Yeah. It
Yeah.
was very easy to get a loan from a bank as long as you were making some income. And then we were making income on the rental property that we had, and our W-2 jobs. But
Yeah.
the bank was like, no, you don't qualify for any more payments.
Yeah, they would not count the
The
rent because we hadn't rented it yet for a year.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you can't count that as income yet. Like, why not? It's rented. Like, you guys are ridiculous.
Seasoned.
Why are you shaking your head up and down, Mel? Because it's true. They won't. It usually has to be up, and I thought it was 2 years, but and that may be now. I don't know. My CPAs are charging me like on the first year.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah. Like, seriously. Hello, I just had a call with them this morning.
Yeah.
Good times.
So the internet was new then. Really, we just had AOL email,
Dial up.
right? So I was like, I gotta find. Yeah. I was like, I gotta find a way to make this happen. So I went to the library, to the real estate section, and I found Robert Allen's No Money Down for the 2000s. Thank you, Robert, for writing that book.
Right.
I'm forever grateful. Which Robert's in our mastermind together with us now. So pretty interesting.
That's all.
And then,
Very interesting.
yeah. So I read his book. Annie and I read it on the beach. We went on vacation and I read it there on the beach. And then I went back to the library and found a book on lease options. And it was written
Who did that?
by an attorney. I don't remember which
Attorney.
book or which attorney it was, but it had a set of discs in it with all of the forms, contracts, applications.
Wow.
I was like, this is a business on a disc,
Yeah.
right?
I
And
love people that still sell them, and they're incredible.
Yeah. I know. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So we took the disc from the back of the book and ripped it onto our desktop computer because laptops weren't really a thing then. So he was ready to start his business.
Yeah, I studied the forms and started reaching out to people. Like, this is your first tip, right? Reach out to people that you know. Tell them, hey, I'm in the real estate business. I'm an investor.
Right.
Whether you own an investment property or not, it starts in your mind,
Exactly.
right? So you have to decide in your mind that you're an investor, and then you share that with other people.
So would you say it's safe to say, like, really, it all starts with mindset before anything else even happens?
Yeah,
Sure.
absolutely. Making the decision and then sticking with that decision and taking actions. Right.
Yeah.
That's
It is.
It's daily practice. I know it is for me. Like, you know,
Oh, yeah.
Definitely. I mean, we talk about with our coaching students mindset a lot and vision and what you want for your business and what you want for your life. And then
me too. I love that.
designing your business around the life that you want to live and so that it serves you and others instead of you being in the day-to-day grind and chaos of it all.
Yeah. And there's
We've
good.
been there.
Yeah. There's good days and there's bad days.
Good days and there's bad days. And, you know, my husband and I, we invest. We're not like an education or anything like that, but we do invest. We've been investing for just a little over 10 years.
Okay.
So now we've got a crew local that he has, and he has a team that comes and works on the houses every day. So
Yep, that's how we are too. Yeah, we started small with one, and then we started getting more with creative financing deals, and then we actually went into a rehab and jail for a brief period of time, and we ended up losing everything right before the big crash happened anyway, because he was unemployed and in rehab. And I told my regional manager at the video store that I was pregnant with our fourth child. And they said, oh, I'm sorry, you're no longer a team player. Have a nice life. And I was like, oh, okay. That's how that's going to work. So we found ourselves both unemployed.
Yeah.
We had 6 rental properties at that point in time, and they were all on ARMs, adjustable rate mortgages.
The ones with the banks, but we also had option. We had
Lease options on some of them.
houses on options. So that's where you rent the house and then you have an additional document that says you have the option to buy it at a certain price for a certain specific period of time and with a specific monthly payment. Okay. And so Annie and I ended up, we didn't have any money, and these properties came vacant, and we couldn't afford to fix them. And we were honestly looking for somewhere to live for ourselves.
It was crazy. We had 4 small children, all under the age of 8.
Wow.
And, we had been served with a get out, basically.
Yeah.
Foreclosure proceedings.
Foreclosure notice.
Our personal home. The rate had adjusted so quick, so so drastically that there was no catching it up. So we lost our home to foreclosure before foreclosure was even a real big
The thing.
buzzword,
Check
right?
that overage and see if there's any unclaimed funds still there.
Right?
Yeah. So there's a few lessons in that for your listeners.
Yeah.
One is now we don't go higher than 70% of what the property's worth on a loan. Okay, so if it's worth 100,000, we don't mortgage over 70,000.
Number two is that we make more than $100 or $150 a month on our rental properties cash flow. And we make sure that we have at least 3 months in reserves for anything that might happen, which we didn't do that then. We were just happy to make any kind of money, right? Because we had no idea what the deal was as far as a business.
Yeah. I mean, when you start out and a lot of people do some wholesaling to start. I've never wholesaled a deal in my life, but I know a lot of people have wholesaled, and I mean, they get that first $2,000-$3,000 check, and that's like game changing for a lot of people.
Oh, yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Most definitely. You have all those notes.
Yeah, exactly. So,
And then the other thing that we don't do anymore is get these big ARM loans,
yes.
right? Where they're going to adjust every year. And as you guys know from, recent media, that the rates have gone up a lot. And so if you have an adjustable rate mortgage on your property and it comes time to adjust, your payment's going to go up.
Right.
Your rate's going to go up, which means your payment goes up, which means now your cash flow is less. And so we avoid that at all costs.
Nugget drop.
Yeah.
Exactly. So we learned from our mistakes, and luckily we found a local investor that was investing in commercial real estate. And Jay did a
job for him.
In his garage at his personal house. And he's like, so what else do you know how to do? And Jay's like, I really like to just work on houses, and we needed to find somewhere to live. So he was like, how about, what do you think about you putting the money forward and us putting the work into it, and then we'll split the profits? And he's like, okay, let's do one. So we actually found a house that we could move into, the 6 of us. And Jay worked on it while I was packing up all of our stuff because the sheriff had posted the notice. He was working on the house to get it to where it was livable for 4 small children.
Yeah.
And
we laugh now, but
it was a nightmare.
Need to sit here and think about it and laugh now.
Yes, because at the time it was like big first, right?
The end of the world. I've been. I know.
Yes. Yeah, it was the end of the world.
Like we have to do this and make it happen, or we're going to have to move in with my parents who lived in Kentucky at the time, or his parents that lived in Michigan. So I was like, this
for me. So I had an Uber driver in the middle of the country because we don't have Uber out here.
Exactly.
Kidding.
So, we went through the foreclosure and the crash before the crash actually happened. And we found during that time that there was nobody to turn to. Nobody knew, a loan modification or what that even was.
Short sale
or anything like that. So we had nobody to turn to help us. So at that point in time,
a lot of people don't even know how to do wrappable notes.
Right.
Yeah.
So we said to ourselves, this will never happen again. We will never get into this position, and we will provide a service for anybody that is in this position to be able to get out of that position without, having a foreclosure on their record or going through the same stuff that we went through. So we really wanted to focus on providing just a place that somebody could call and say, hey, here's the situation. It's really bad. I really need out of this. What can you do to help me? So that's kind of how our new real estate business was founded.
Yeah.
In the depths of all of the tragedy that we incurred ourselves.
Yeah.
What a story. I didn't know. Yeah.
So
I got to ask.
Yeah.
So it was right on board. Like as soon as you went out and met with that guy and he said, I'll give you the money, you do the deal. That's how I started, by the way, too.
Okay.
I had money. I did all the work. Were you just 100% in? And
not 100%.
Or
Annie wasn't. I was, but Annie wasn't.
100% in. I was kind of like, 50, depending on the day, right? Maybe 60 sometimes. And then we moved into this house and I turned the water on and it came pouring through the ceiling because the pipes had burst in the ceiling, and we did not know that at the time. So
That's move-in day.
brand new kitchen that he had just finished with tile and all of this.
Like you live my life in another year or
That's fine. Right?
Yeah.
At that point in time, I was like, really? Or this is what we're going to?
So,
my gosh.
side note, if you buy a house that's been vacant for a while in the northern part of the United States, chances are the pipes in the ceiling have been cracked.
Because it's been frozen and nobody probably was there to let the water sprit.
So you may want to check that before you rehab the kitchen.
So check for your pipes when you buy Northeast. I'm from the Northeast, so
Yes.
I'm familiar with that. For sure. That's a good tip though. Some people knew they wouldn't think to do that.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
So
like you, like I learned a lot of things the hard way.
yeah. Well, we had no coach, right? We had no
real estate coach at that time.
we didn't have a mentor. It's just what we were learning on our own, being in the trenches and doing it, and what we were learning from books that we were checking out at the library.
Because YouTube didn't exist, Google didn't exist. You know what I mean? So
And then like driving for dollars and everything. That's how I started out. I found every deal I did driving for dollars, but now through relationships, as you know, in your own business, I'm sure the local community you're in probably brings you more deals today than they have.
Oh, yes.
So everything we get now, for the most part, we do very little marketing. It's all very much driving for dollars, or somebody sees a house and calls us because they know we're involved in real estate.
Yeah.
And, you know, we've gone from having 5 rentals and a personal house that got taken by foreclosure to having 53 rentals and some short-term rentals in different states and a coaching program, and trying to really help people get from where we were to where we are now, or at least somewhere along that path.
Yes, and make much, much fewer mistakes.
Right. Then learn from our mistakes and
that's the best teacher. That's the best teacher, you know? For sure. Absolutely. I think that's amazing. So we got this new product coming out, and for our viewers, just so you're aware, everything that we've discussed so far, we're going to have information for you to view at fullerwalletmedia.com/get your first deal. I just want to drop that in there for our viewers, but back to regular programming. You guys teach a while and like just for fun. So tell me, what would be maybe your first suggestion or your piece of advice you might tell a newer investor starting out? Like, what is something you would say?
I would personally say that you should start with writing down what it is that you want this to do for you. Okay.
It's really good feedback.
So
that is
figure
good.
out your why. Yeah.
yeah, like I love real estate. I like the game, the chase, you know, it's always different, the hustle. Annie doesn't like any of that.
I love that side of it. I'm the hustler. I'm the negotiator. I'm like, I'm the deal maker. And then my husband takes it over once the deal is closed.
Yep. We basically have flipped holes in our situation. Real estate is very much a means to an end for me, if that makes sense. It's not something that I am super uber passionate about, but I do enjoy it. And I really enjoy taking a house that looks like total crap and turning it into something that's fantastic. And helping people. I'm very motivated by helping others and you know, making others' lives better just as we improve our own. So and you know, having others learn from our mistakes so that we don't have to go through the thick of all of it like we did. But
that's
yeah. So my goal is to be able to help others, and real estate is just one caveat to that. So
yeah, we've actually saved dozens and dozens of people from foreclosure, from the situation that we went through. It was so painful to us that it became our life mission to help other people avoid that situation if we can.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I think writing down your why, like why you want to do this, maybe it's to just make your house payment. Like our daughter now is an investor. She's 22 and she flipped a couple of houses, but now she has purchased a rental on land contract. So that's where you have a written agreement with the seller that you're going to buy it for this price at this date, and you have this payment, and this is the purchase price. And that gets recorded at the county recorder's office, and banks look at that as ownership. So now she can go in the next year and she can do that property as a refinance with the bank. So that enabled her to avoid 20% down that the banks want to have.
For an investment property. Yeah.
Okay. So she bought that with none of her own credit, none of her own money, right? And so she got in that deal because the owner had moved away out of the country, actually.
It's John Heyer. I don't know if you know who
tried to sell it on.
Oh, yeah, I do. Yeah.
He lives in Puerto Rico now. He was an attorney here in Columbus for years and years and years. And
I'm very familiar with him.
Yeah, he tried to sell it on the MLS and couldn't get the price he wanted. It had some foundation issues, which
we don't have a problem.
They're not hard. It's not major, right?
I know we do that all the time. We're like, leveling. I'm like, all right, let's just get it done.
Yeah, you throw in a few steel beams and you're good, right? So
it doesn't drop on you while you're doing it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And then I think it's just as important for people to continually educate themselves. It's
definitely
a great idea to hire a mentor or a coach, either in your area or in the field of expertise you want to focus on. Like we do creative finance. So we focus on getting deals with very little money or no money, and not using your own credit and tax returns and bank statements and all the things that a bank wants you to supply them.
Yeah.
So.
Y'all cover a headache.
Right.
Yeah.
And then y'all cover all of this in your coaching program?
We do, yes. We talk about all of the different ways that we invest. And then we also, a lot of our coaching students are like, oh, we want to focus on wholesaling, or we want to focus on this, or we want to focus on that. And we're like, that's great. And that will get you where you want to be. But you also need to have, other options for the seller in case that doesn't work out for them, right? Because our whole goal is always to be able to go in and help the person get out of the situation that they're in. And that's that they want to list it instead of doing a creative financing deal or something with us. Then Jay has his real estate license, and our operations manager also has her real estate license. So there's some options there for listing that property. We also have numerous people that we can work with if they don't click with Jay or Bonnie, that we can refer them to. We offer, if you want to wholesale, that's great. Yeah.
Sometimes our students,
but I'm like, who would not want to interact? He's so easy to talk to.
Yeah, he really is.
Sometimes our students find deals and they need money for them. And Julie, when you find a deal and it's a deal, if you don't have the money.
That's the thing. It's not, most investors forget, it's not about the money. It's about deal. And if you have a really good qualified deal.
Yes.
And it makes sense. The money automatically, if somebody's going to review it, they're in.
Right.
Exactly. If the deal makes sense, then the money is the easy part. Yep. So we always make sure that, if they want to focus on something, that's great. We'll get it up and running, but there's other options. There's other, suppliers of money. So, if you have a private money person, if you have a family member that has a 401k, we talk to them about how they could use that potentially, or an IRA. We have contacts with bigger companies that are hard money lenders, which is just, a higher interest rate for the money that you get basically from a bank. Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes we partner with our students as well. So our number one goal is for them to get their first deal is like, it's like getting 10 deals.
Right.
right? That first one is the hardest. And that's,
And it boosts her confidence but you know what I mean? It just makes more sense. Everything makes sense.
I know, even when I signed for my first house, my stomach was just turning like in knots. I was like, oh man, I was real anxious.
Away from the signing table and he's like, what did we just do? And I'm like, everything was fine.
Now it's like, yeah, okay.
Right. Read the paperwork now.
It's like, all right, yeah, this is typical. Just throw it on my desk, and I'm like, I'll review it. Yeah,
Exactly.
But it's natural to be scared, afraid, have fear, be nervous about it. If you're not, then I don't know, what's wrong with you.
I like the way you said that too. I don't know what's wrong with you.
But just providing a high level of guidance to our students is very important to us.
So,
Because if they don't succeed, then it's not a very good reflection on us if they're not profitable at doing great things.
yeah. So I gotta ask, like, what is a current book that you might be reading right now that you're using in your business, that your quote or somebody recommended that you read?
Oh, well, let me pull mine up.
I am reading The Dip.
I am reading The Gap in the Gain.
Nice.
I am reading Unicorn Hunting for Real Estate Investment Companies: How to Easily Attract, Screen, and Land a Unicorn. The Complete Hiring Funnel from Neil Timmons,
Oh, okay.
who's in our mastermind group.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you what, his book is phenomenal.
I did not know that. Your book, Julie, is on my list to read, just so you're clear.
This is about you guys.
Well, but you have a book too from years ago.
Yeah, Vision Focus Life.
Yeah. So let's talk about your book from years ago.
Yeah, that's an Amazon bestseller. It came out the same time that Khloe Kardashian's book came out, and we beat her for 3 days.
Wow.
You going down, Chloe?
You made my day with
Kids were like, Fernanda? Heck yeah. Our parents were the boss. I beat Khloe Kardashian for 3 days on Amazon. I was in shock, but yeah.
Thank God. That's like, you need to have that in your Mark Ratz book.
Exactly.
That is awesome.
Yeah, it's called Vision Focused Life, and it's all about having a vision, and there's different people that have written different chapters in it and how that vision has like tailored their life and made things better and
challenges they had that they overcame,
Check that one out.
Yeah. It's a quick read. It's not very thick, but
You can get it on Kindle, or
We're going to,
there you go.
name of the book?
Vision
Focused Life.
Focused Life by Jay and Emily.
Yeah, I really like that title too.
Thank you.
Boy, it sums it up. And I'm a very blunt person, so.
Me too.
Yeah, so our goal is really to get our students their first deal in 87 days or less.
Okay.
And so we're going to focus on, giving them the proper tools and action steps to take in order to achieve that.
What are the top 3 ways that you find deals in today's market with no money?
Well, with us, we use a lot of Facebook posts and Facebook groups. So we just do organic posts.
Yes.
Is anybody selling a house? Anybody looking to get rid of a house? We're looking to buy a house in the next 3 days or whatever.
I put little catchy stuff on there, like, I need you to help me find a house in the next 2 weeks, or I have to sleep on the couch, my wife said.
He's actually put that and found houses that way.
Now, line, and I got to stop using it because everyone knows, because my son is the tallest kid in high school. He's 6'5". Every freaking deal I've ever done out here, which has been brought to me by relationship building.
Yes.
Out of the country, and population is 879 people. I have 1 stoplight, and I get deals on a regular basis from relationship building. But my kid's 18, and every deal I would look at, and shut up, Mel, no laughing. Like, oh my God, this house is like, it's a dream for me to purchase a home for my son. He's going to college. He wants to come back and reside at home and be near family. And I've used that on like probably the last 7 deals I've closed. And then the laugh on the lady's like, I know your son. He goes, that's my daughter. And I was like, oh, you do? She goes, and you want to buy this for him now? And I said, well, yeah, we need to work on it and a lot to do and just
Right.
want to make sure we get it done. So now I need a new line. I'm going to have a husband and like.
That's right.
That's funny that you say that because I just read an article this week that said, or last week, I guess it's only Tuesday, but that said the best investment for your kids is to buy a house for them, no matter how old they are, and just have that as their house. And then, you know, put away the rent, the net profit for them to either then pull out and go and to college with, like a college fund, or they could sell that house that you have locally and then buy a house in the town that the college
That's
is
what I'm
in.
going to do. I'm going to buy a house in a college town because a lot of kids from here are going to go to school there. And I know parents. So like that should be an easy rotation for them. I would love, that's my plan for that for college.
Yeah. So that's why I was like, well, now we just need to start over like our kids need to be. You know what I mean? Go back to where we were first buying stuff and do it a little bit differently. But we've taught our children or investors with us. They have saved their money working for our construction crew and for our office admin, and then they've invested their own money into real estate deals at hard money and private money.
Yeah, they do.
Rates.
They do private money loans now.
Yeah, for some of our students, like if they run out of money, something happened on their project and they can't do carpeting or flooring, our kids have lent them money.
Yeah,
It's
a great strategy. They come in at the end, and if someone's over budget, they'll loan them $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 to finish it up, and it's almost done. And they might charge 10% interest.
Yeah.
But they're getting that money back usually in 2 or 3 months.
Yeah.
And they've bought into a property with us that's a triplex, so they're making monthly income on that. And our oldest daughter, we taught her how to do a fix and flip so that she could buy a car when she turned 16, and then now she's paid for college with another fix and flip. So
that's what we teach my son. I love it.
Yes.
Because they don't teach this in school.
Not at all.
No.
They want everybody to go spend money on a college degree and all this and that, and then work for someone else and
build up somebody else's business and retire and bust.
Yeah.
Every part of the business every summer since he was 14. He was on the phone one year. He was meeting sellers one year.
Yeah.
So I made him learn like just in case, because he wants to go to school, and if he wants to follow in his trade, something to fall back on.
Yeah,
that's a great point, Julie. You made a couple of great points. One is this doesn't have to be full time.
Right.
In fact, most of our current students only work part time in their business, so they're putting in maybe 10 hours a week, and also you don't have to live in a big town. Like we live in a town of about 60,000 people, and if we wanted to, we would never have to leave this town to do deals. There are so many deals here. You don't have to venture out, and you're in a town of less than 1,000.
I know.
It's really word of mouth. Our top 3 ways is, social media and networking and word of mouth, really.
Yeah, just telling people, network, like everyone I'm investing in real estate. Who do you know that has a deal that they want to get rid of?
That's the biggest thing. We never ask yes or no questions either when we talk to anybody, whether it's networking with somebody about getting deals or the seller. We very rarely ask yes and no questions because then it kind of just kills the conversation if the answer is no, right? So it's always, who do you know that's looking to buy or sell, or who do you know that has an issue with a house that we could potentially help them with, or
That's
those types of questions.
Yeah, so those are probably the top 3.
Yeah.
MLS and auctions is another one that we use. There are still deals on the MLS. And if anything's sitting on the market over 60 days in this current market, it's too long.
Yeah.
So there's a chance that seller might owner finance or do an option. We have one in South Carolina that we're renting that we did an option to buy. and we have it rented to someone else. We started with an Airbnb, and it did okay, but we could make the same amount of money just doing regular rental, so we switched it, and we make about $600 a month on that one house, and we don't own it.
Right. So we're helping the tenant. Wow. Tenant wasn't in a great enough position to buy, so she did a lease option instead. So she took her tax money and put down a down payment, and then is paying us monthly rent. The seller or the owner of record moved out of that town, and his wife was 7 months pregnant at the time. They live 6 hours away from there, and he's like, well, we don't really want to mess with it. I'm working all of the time. She is 6 or 7 or 8 months pregnant, so I really don't want her driving back and forth 6 hours one way. He's like, I just really need out of it. He worked with my sister, so it was just a very word of mouth, referral kind of thing, and we took over his payments. He still is the owner of record, so the bank doesn't, you know what I mean? The bank.
No.
The bank works with us instead, and
Guess how much?
everybody's happy.
Guess how much we gave him? Guess how much money we gave him?
Let's say 0.
You're close. We did give him something.
Jay loves this.
$10.
Yes.
The minimum requirement. $10.
Yes.
I knew
A
it.
$10 deal.
$10, people.
Deal. I've done that before. It's taking me out with like either 0 or $10.
Right? Yes.
I was like, what's your address? I'm gonna send you some money. He's like, I don't need any money. I was
I
like,
just need this house to
I know, but I want to be able to tell everyone that I bought your house for $10. So I sent him a check for $10.
Did you picture it?
Yeah.
Him holding a picture of it.
Oh, yeah, we should have.
Oh no, I didn't. See, I need Julie on my marketing team.
But yeah, I mean, it helped the husband and wife that moved 6 hours away. It helped the tenant, the buyer tenant, because she can buy a house now, potentially, you know what I mean? Or at least get her up to where she could.
Now, hopefully he's not listening, but we sent Annie's sister $500 for the referral.
We could.
So we like to pay people for referring us deals.
I think $1,000. I ought to go down.
Yeah. Well, it depends on the deal. We have paid some people $1,000, but 500 is the bottom that we would pay somebody for a referral like that. So
my sister was thrilled for 500.
Oh yeah,
she was not expecting anything. So yeah.
Yeah, she expected no money. She just got a surprise $500.
So it's like almost like a domino effect of like helping more people, even
Right.
Yeah.
surface in your business and your company.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which is my why. Why we do this is to help others. So
Yeah.
That's my why too.
yep.
Yeah.
To help others.
Yeah. I mean we reap the benefits as well, obviously, but I like that's my whole focus. Is
Yeah, like Julie,
different.
you drive past the house and there's a bunch of trash, beds, and dressers out front.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Somebody just got evicted.
Pin on it.
Yeah, you're like, okay.
I didn't mean to interrupt. Have you ever tried Landglide?
No.
It's an app on Google Play, and you can literally download it, and you can drive for dollars, and it pulls up like all of the property information, name, the legal description, prior owners, all
nice.
that information. So it's easier to start skip tracing on the property, but it's called Landglide, and you can only add it to your phone per one phone. So you Landglide. I have used this for 10 years, and prior to this is how I found every single deal driving for dollars, because it was only $9.99 a month. And I tried a bunch of platforms, and this one has never done me wrong. Like, it's always been the most consistent.
Wow.
We used to use Deal Machine that did the same thing, but it was a little.
But
With Deal Machine, but I live in the country, so if the road County Road, if they write it out at the district, then it's COUN spelled out, and other roads are added as CR. So it was hard with those like country roads.
That's what.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. There are a few glitches that it doesn't always turn out to be exactly what you're looking.
No, I wasn't able to utilize that, and I found the land glide, and it was honestly, it's my favorite one.
I'll have to check that out.
Great tip. Thank you, Julie.
It's totally worth it. Here it is. So, like, let me, for example, so it shows me in my house right now, right? Not to go off track. I'm just
No, we love these. Listen up, everybody. This is how you get better.
an address of one of your properties and wherever, just a random address.
Okay, our office address is 50 Charles Street in Newark, Ohio. That's where we're at right now, in the basement in our podcast studio.
Ohio?
Yep.
Newark?
Yeah, like Newark, New Jersey.
Newark.
I know. I have that coming up for Jersey, but not for Ohio. I had Newport for Ohio.
Newark.
Interesting.
How weird.
Very bizarre.
Wouldn't pull it up, huh?
Got it. Okay.
Oh,
you found it?
Was it user error?
It was a user error. It was. I was like, oh. See, I call those an ID10T error.
Oh, there you go.
Are you familiar with that one? ID10T.
I love that.
Yeah, that's my favorite. And everybody's like, oh, okay. They just blow it off because they don't realize what it's saying. But
yeah.
So tell us what you see, Julie.
So it's on 0.15 calculated acres.
Yeah.
It's in Licking, Ohio.
Licking County. Yep.
Newark City School District. It's one building.
Yep.
It says that it is John and Marilyn R. Shoten on the
exactly
right now.
So
yes.
And
why it says that?
And it also says not owner occupied.
Yes. Do you know why it has someone else's name on there?
Well,
can you guess?
Oh, well, my guess is this, and this is what I learned years ago. Multiple names is to have like umbrella your investment deals under. So like somebody looks up your company name and they see you own 500 or 1,000 houses.
Yeah.
Become a target. So I know a lot of people umbrella multiple entities under it so that they keep their name less visible.
Well, that's a good guess.
That is a good
not
guess.
In this situation.
But this property sat vacant for 10 years. So we were able to get in contact with John and Marilyn, who own it, and say, what are you doing with this property? Like, what are your goals? Listen up, everybody, write this down. What is the best outcome for you, John and Marilyn, with this particular property? And then shut up and listen. Right? So John and Marilyn wanted to sell it right away, obviously. But we said the property needs work and we need time to fix it up. And it was zoned commercial, and listen up for your town too, because if it sits empty for over a year, then it reverts back to residential. So we had to go to the city and ask for a variance to make this become
deeded commercial residential.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we went to the city and asked them, and they said we got to send a letter out to all the neighbors. We did that. No one said anything, and they said we'll give you 6 months to start, and then we'll meet again and see how it goes. We did that. We didn't make any of the neighbors mad to show up and dispute it, and so they switched it back to commercial.
Nice.
And now, we have a 3-year land contract on this property where we pay, I believe, $750 a month.
Pay $750.
$750.
Mm-hmm.
So $300 of that comes off principal balance every month, right off the top. Okay, that's not a deal you would get from a bank.
Definitely not.
They would probably take off $150 a month with a 30-year mortgage.
Oh, for sure.
So basically, we got a land contract. We put our money in it. And now we can do a cash out refinance, like next year if we want to.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we got this deal. No money
We
down.
didn't give them any money down, did we?
No money down. No credit pull. No bank statements. No tax returns. No blood draw. No hair follicle sample.
None of that.
None of the extra stuff.
Right.
So you see live right there that we do what we say we do.
Well, I really appreciate having you guys on today. Again, for our viewers, for more information on everything that we discussed with Annie and Jay today, please go to fullerwallmedia.com/get your first deal. We're also going to add the book link as well in the show notes below. Annie and Jay, do you have any final words before we close out?
Yeah, take action.
Yeah.
Right?
Take
Go out there.
massive imperfect action. It doesn't have
Yes.
to be perfect, but you have to do something.
Yes.
I love it. Well, thank you guys so much.
Absolutely. Thanks for having us.
Thanks, Julie. Thanks, Mel. We appreciate you both.
Thank y'all.
Hey, everybody. It's Jay.
This is Annie.
We are so grateful for you joining us on our podcast and listening in and participating. We want to offer you this additional free bonus, and that is joining our Facebook group.
Yes, where we will have other individuals, not just us, but having conversations on all things real estate, and we would love to have you join us. So just click the link below and head on over and join our group.
Thanks, guys. We'll see you on the other side.